You are here, beneath a quiet sky that folds around you like breath. Above the air hums faintly with the memory of stars, billions of suns whispering across time. Their light has traveled for ages, crossing the dark like a thought that never fades. Each photon, a letter in an ancient language, arrives tonight upon your skin, soft, older than oceans, older than dreams. Light that left its star before you were born is touching you now. And in this gentle contact between the infinite and your heartbeat, the night begins to open. You can rest now. We drift together into the observable cosmos, the luminous boundary of what can be known. It is not a wall, but a horizon made of light, the farthest distance your eyes and all human eyes can ever truly see. Beyond that horizon, the universe continues. But here, within the glow of the visible, we learn how light defines what we know and how the cosmos mirrors the quiet infinity within us. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The stars above you are not random sparks. They are messages from across time, the slow language of the universe. Each photon that touches your skin began its journey long before your life began, before our world even cooled. Light that left its star before you were born is touching you tonight. You can rest now. The observable universe is not all that exists. It is only the part that light has had time to reach us from across 13.8 billion years. Because space itself has stretched, as light has traveled, the farthest galaxies we can see are now about 46 billion light years away. We live within this glowing horizon, a soft cosmic shell defined by visibility, not by walls. Beyond it, the unknown continues, silently, endlessly. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In astronomy, to observe is to remember. Every telescope, every mirror of glass and silver is a time machine. When you look through it, you see backward, not outward. The Andromeda Galaxy that glimmers faintly on a dark night is 2.5 million light years away. You see it as it was when early humans first walked the Earth. Our visible cosmos is an archive of light, a museum of moments. Photons are storytellers that never stop traveling. Each one carries the memory of a collision, a fusion, or a fall. It moves at 2.99792 kilometers per second. Yet what it reveals arrives to us as stillness. And as you breathe, you can imagine somewhere new light is just beginning its journey toward your eyes. A journey that will take billions of years. It's okay to drift. Imagine now the cosmic horizon, the farthest distance light can have traveled since the birth of space-time. It is the boundary between the knowable and the forever hidden. Astronomers call it the surface of last scattering, the glowing fog from 3.8000000 years after the Big Bang, when atoms first formed and light could move freely. Before that, the universe was opaque, filled with plasma and sound. We cannot see before that time with our eyes. We hear it instead as microwaves, a whisper left behind, stretched and cooled by cosmic expansion. That whisper is the cosmic microwave background. It fills every part of the sky, faint but constant, like the hush of distant wind. It tells us that the cosmos was once perfectly smooth, yet slightly imperfect. Those small variations in density became stars, galaxies, and eventually, you. Somewhere light continues to travel. At the edge of what we can see, galaxies shimmer in their final faintness. They are so distant that their light has stretched into infrared, invisible to our eyes, but captured by instruments orbiting high above. The James Webb Space Telescope, drifting far beyond the moon's orbit, looks deeper than any eye before. It peers back to when the first galaxies formed, small, blue, and wild, only a few 100 million years after creation's first light. Each image it sends is a map of ancient brightness scattered across darkness like pollen. In every speck of that image, there may be billions of stars, each with its own planets, its own small suns rising and setting. You can rest now. What we call the observable cosmos is about 93 billion light years wide, yet it is just a drop in something vastly larger. The true universe could be infinite, a boundless sea beyond our perception. But we are shaped by light, and light sets the limits of knowing. To see farther, we must wait longer for time to allow more photons to arrive. In this way, the cosmos mirrors our own perception. Just as light defines what we can see, consciousness defines what we can imagine. Beyond both infinity hums unseeable yet sensed. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In the silence between galaxies, there are cosmic voids, immense stretches where almost nothing exists. Some span hundreds of millions of light years. And yet, even in emptiness, faint filaments of gas drift, hydrogen, helium, and the memory of stars long gone. The universe is not empty, but quietly waiting. Astronomers have traced these filaments into a cosmic web, an intricate structure that resembles the neural network of the human brain. Galaxies form nodes at the intersections, like glowing synapses. Our universe, at its grandest scale, looks like thought, as if creation itself is dreaming. It's okay to drift. If we could step outside the universe, which we cannot, and look at it from afar, it might resemble a fog of light wrapped around an invisible core. Time and space would fold together like layers of silk. From our point of view, every direction we look leads backward in time toward the Big Bang, like threads meeting at a single origin. That origin is not a place, but a moment, the beginning of everything we can perceive. The cosmic horizon is not a wall, but the limit of memory. Beyond it, light has not yet arrived, and so even imagination must whisper instead of speak. Somewhere, light continues to travel. At night, when you gaze upward, you participate in a ritual as old as humanity. Every culture that has ever looked into the sky has reached for meaning in those distant fires. We built calendars from their cycles, stories from their alignments, and comfort from their constancy. And now we use mathematics to continue the same search for pattern, for belonging, for home. The visible cosmos becomes a mirror not only of physics, but of longing. We see ourselves reflected in its vastness, fragile yet luminous. Every photon that arrives is a quiet assurance you are part of the same light. You can rest now. Even the smallest flicker of starlight carries information, its color, its age, its distance, its motion. When light from a star stretches as the universe expands, its wavelength grows longer, sliding into red. This is the cosmological redshift, the fingerprint of the universe's expansion. By measuring it, astronomers can tell how far away something is and how fast it is receding. Our cosmos is expanding in every direction. Galaxies are drifting apart like islands carried by an invisible tide. On average, for every 3.3 million light-years, space itself expands by about 73 kilometers per second. Not because galaxies are moving through space, but because space is stretching between them. In this expansion, time itself grows spacious. Moments unfold more slowly like a gentle breath. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It is humbling to realize that everything visible, all stars, planets, dust, and gas, makes up less than 5% of the total universe. The rest is hidden as dark matter and dark energy. Dark matter binds galaxies together. Dark energy pushes them apart. We do not yet know what either truly is, but we see their effects, the gentle tug and acceleration written into the motion of galaxies. The visible cosmos, magnificent as it seems, is only a faint trace upon a greater unseen ocean. It is the part that shines, the part that speaks in light. But even the darkness has its own quiet story. It's okay to drift. Through this observable lens, we find meaning not in boundaries, but in continuity. Light defines the scene, but silence defines the sacred. At the cosmic horizon, where vision fades into mystery, we meet both our limit and our liberation. For beyond what can be seen, the imagination keeps traveling. As the night deepens, think of the photons still arriving. Billions of them, each second brushing your world with the oldest light. They fall through your window, through your breath, through your sleep. You are part of their destination, as much as the galaxies that sent them. You can rest now. Astronomers sometimes say that to look far is to look long. Because of light's finite speed, the farther we gaze, the earlier in time we witness. Thus, the edge of the observable cosmos is also the edge of the beginning, the fading echo of creation's dawn. If our instruments were infinitely sensitive, the universe would appear as a perfect sphere of light, centered not on Earth, but on every observer, everywhere. Every conscious being on every world lives at the center of their own observable universe. Each of us carries the same horizon, drawn by time, not space. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. And so when you close your eyes tonight, imagine the faintest glimmer at the edge of perception. A photon born from the first star that ever lived, traveling still through expanding space across epochs and silence to reach this single moment. In that arrival lies connection between you and everything that has ever shone. The observable cosmos is not a cage of vision, but an invitation. To see it is to be seen by it, gently, endlessly. Light remembers you as you remember it, and as you drift, the glow continues a lullaby across 46 billion light years, soft and unbroken. It's okay to drift. Somewhere, light continues to travel. The cosmos is the grandest mirror, not of what we see, but of what sees through us. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You are safe here. The night is deep. The stars are slow, and light still travels. We drift onward softly through the glow that defines our knowing. The observable cosmos surrounds us like a slow-breathing sphere, luminous on the inside, silent beyond. Everywhere we look, we are gazing backward in time, through the archives of light. It begins close to home. The sunlight that warms your face left the sun just 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago. It traveled 150 million kilometers to arrive unfolding across space like a ripple of gold. That light, born in the fusion core of our star, took more than 1,000,000 years to fight its way from the sun's center to the surface, bouncing between atoms before it finally escaped into the sky. So when sunlight touches you, it carries the patience of centuries. You can rest now. As we step farther into distance, the past stretches longer. Moonlight is only a memory of 1.3 seconds ago, while the glow of Jupiter is 43 minutes old. The nearest star, beyond the Sun Proxima Centauri, shines with light that began its voyage 4.24 years ago. Every number, every second, is a measure of delay, a reminder that the universe is always showing us what has already been. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Astronomers call this distance through time the look-back time, a cosmic hourglass that never runs out, only stretches. When we gaze with powerful telescopes, we reach back millions, even billions of years, to see galaxies as they were in their youth. The Hubble Ultra-Deep Field, one small patch of sky, no larger than a grain of sand, held at arm's length, reveals nearly 1,000,000 galaxies each. A city of light, seen as they existed over 13 billion years ago. Imagine that for a moment, a handful of sky glowing with the ghosts of creation. Each photon, a traveler who has never rested. It's okay to drift. Light does not fade in loneliness. Even across billions of light years, it continues forward, unwavering through dust and silence, through time itself. It slows for nothing. Not stars, not planets, not sorrow. Yet, there is a truth even softer than light, that everything you see is bound by your horizon of perception. Just as the edge of the observable universe defines what light can show, the edge of awareness defines what you can feel. Both expand slowly, one with the passage of time, the other with the quiet opening of attention. You can rest now. The universe has a horizon because time began. Before 13.8 billion years ago, there was no before in any meaningful sense. Space and time themselves emerged from a singular beginning, a dense, radiant state that cooled and stretched into the structure we now inhabit. As space expanded, light began to travel, and that journey has never stopped. We live inside its echo. Every star, every reflection, every dawn is a continuation of that first brilliance. Even the darkness of night is filled with it. Light so faint, our eyes cannot see, but our instruments can hear like whispers on a cosmic shore. Somewhere, light continues to travel. If you could see all wavelengths of radiation, not just visible light, but infrared, ultraviolet, radio, and gamma, the sky would be an ocean of shimmering waves. Each frequency tells a different part of the story. Cold dust glowing in microwaves, young stars burning in ultraviolet, old galaxies fading into radio whispers. Astronomy is not only seeing, it is listening. The cosmos speaks in frequencies, and we have learned to translate its quiet. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. At the farthest edge of visibility lies the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang. It is the oldest light we can detect, released when the universe was only 3,800,000 years old. Before that, everything was too hot and dense for light to travel. The cosmos was an opaque sea of plasma, a luminous fog that scattered every photon before it could escape. When the first atoms formed, the fog cleared and light burst free in all directions. That light still surrounds us now, cooled to just 2.7 degrees above absolute zero, stretching endlessly as space expands. It's okay to drift. Scientists have mapped the slight variations in that ancient glow, tiny ripples 1 part in 100,000, and found the seeds of all structure. Those fluctuations grew into galaxies, clusters, and stars. In those faint differences, the future was written. The same laws that sculpted the Milky Way also shaped the breath, now leaving your lips. You can rest now. The observable cosmos contains about 2 trillion galaxies, each one with hundreds of billions of stars. Yet, from our small planet, the naked eye can see only about 5,000 stars total, a few bright grains in an infinite field. And even those stars are part of just one spiral arm in one ordinary galaxy, drifting quietly through space at 230 kilometers per second around the galactic center. The scale is almost impossible to imagine, but your mind still tries stretching outward like a slow tide. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. There is a tenderness in this limitation. Because we cannot see everything, the unseen remains mysterious, sacred. The horizon of the observable cosmos becomes both boundary and invitation. A curtain of light that says, "Look, but only this far for now." And perhaps that's enough. Perhaps the beauty of the cosmos lies not in its size, but in its patience, how it waits for us to discover one wavelength, one wonder at a time. It's okay to drift. Astronomers sometimes imagine what future beings might see billions of years from now when cosmic expansion has carried galaxies beyond visibility. The night sky then will be nearly empty, a quiet darkness with only local stars remaining. The observable universe will shrink, not because the cosmos contracts, but because light from distant realms will never reach them again. In that far future, even the memory of our cosmic neighborhood will fade into silence. And yet somewhere in that silence, light will still be moving forever on its way. You can rest now. The light we see today defines our present, but the light still traveling defines our future. Every star we observe is a thread in time, and every photon yet to arrive is a promise that the story continues. To observe the cosmos is to witness becoming, to stand at the edge of perception, knowing that everything beyond the horizon is already on its way toward you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. There is a line from the poet Novalis: "We are closer to the invisible than to the visible." The cosmos proves this true. Most of what exists is unseen: dark matter, dark energy, and the endless void where light has not yet passed. But invisibility does not mean absence. The unknown is still part of our story. In the quiet between stars, you are remembered. It's okay to drift. And so we continue floating in a vast, luminous sea, a species of light watchers built from atoms that once burned in stars. Every breath you take contains particles forged in supernovae, scattered, cooled, and gathered again into the shape of you. The edge of the observable cosmos is not the edge of existence, but the mirror of perception, a reflection of what it means to see, to wonder, to be. You can rest now. Somewhere, light continues to travel. In every photon lies the memory of the first dawn. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You are safe here. The night is long. The light is gentle, and everything you see is still arriving. We drift now through the silent lattice of space itself. The observable cosmos unfolds like a soft web, each filament of light, a bridge between moments, each shadow, a pause between breaths. Space is not emptiness. It is the quiet geometry that holds everything. Invisible, expanding it, carries galaxies upon its slow tide. We cannot touch it, but we feel its pull, the way distant things recede, the way light stretches, the way time itself seems to thin. You can rest now. Astronomers describe this hidden fabric with mathematics so delicate that even equations sound like poetry. They say space curves around mass that time bends in sympathy. Where there is nothing, the lines are straight. Where there is something, the paths curve gently inward, as if matter teaches the universe how to breathe. This is Einstein's general relativity, the idea that gravity is not a force but a shape. Planets move as they do not because they are pulled, but because they follow the curved geometry of space-time. And as they move, they sing silently a song of falling, an orbit of balance and return. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. If you could step outside of this vast web and look back, you would see galaxies arranged along invisible threads, forming clusters and filaments, hundreds of millions of light years long. Between them lie voids, dark, quiet spaces where almost no stars exist. Together, this forms the cosmic web, a pattern that looks eerily familiar. The branching filaments resemble the neurons in a human brain. The universe thinks in light, and we, its children, think in echoes of that same design. Your mind mirrors the cosmos, each thought a spark, each memory a small star burning in the dark. It's okay to drift. Within this web, galaxies move as if suspended in slow motion. Gravity gathers them together. Dark energy pushes them apart. The result is a cosmic balance, expansion, and cohesion in perpetual dialogue. Astronomers measure this delicate equilibrium and find that the universe expands faster with time. Space itself accelerates, driven by something unseen, the mysterious dark energy that makes up nearly 68% of all existence. It is everywhere, pressing gently, invisibly, stretching the fabric of reality. You can rest now. The numbers are immense, yet their motion is tender. Galaxies, 100 million light years apart, move away from one another at over 7,000 kilometers per second, a gentle drift at a cosmic scale. And while they recede within, each countless stars are born, live and fade. Every second, somewhere, a new star ignites a sphere of fusion, breathing life into the dark. And every second, another star collapses into silence, returning its atoms to the sea of creation. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Even within galaxies, the same geometry whispers. Stars form in vast clouds of gas and dust, where gravity slowly gathers matter into brightness. A single stellar nursery may span hundreds of light years, its interior so vast that light takes centuries to cross it. Inside, turbulence sculpts, structure, dense knots collapse, heat rises, and new suns are born. Every solar system begins in this way, a cradle of collapse and creation. Even our own sun was once one of these soft sparks, forming 4.6 billion years ago from the ashes of older stars. It's okay to drift. When you look up at the Milky Way, you see the cross-section of a galaxy, a flat rotating disk of 100 billion stars spinning once every 230 million years. It moves as one vast organism, its spiral arms flowing like rivers of light. And in the quiet between those stars float clouds of hydrogen, the breath of the cosmos itself. Each molecule, once part of something ancient, waits to ignite again. You can rest now. At the heart of almost every galaxy, including our own, lies a supermassive black hole, a region where gravity folds space so completely that not even light can escape. Yet even these darknesses glow with a halo of matter swirling at near light speed. Around them time stretches, moments slow into eternity. Astronomers observe these centers not as threats, but as anchors the hearts that hold galaxies together. In the Milky Way's core, the black hole Sagittarius A Lam rests about 4 million times the mass of our Sunday. From 26000 light-years away, its influence holds the galactic dance in balance. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light bends around these dense hearts. When it does, we see gravitational lensing, the magnification of distant galaxies by the curved fabric of space itself. Einstein predicted it. Telescopes have confirmed it countless times. The universe becomes its own mirror, its own magnifying glass, letting us see farther than our eyes should allow. A single lensing galaxy cluster can make visible a galaxy tens of billions of light years away. In that bending of light, geometry becomes grace. It's okay to drift. To gaze upon such things is to remember that perception itself is curved. We never see anything as it truly is in this instant. We see only what the light has carried to us. Reality, even at its clearest, is always a little delayed, a shimmer from the past. This delay is not distance, it is tenderness. The cosmos does not rush its revelations. It allows every photon to arrive in its own time, as if to remind us that knowing must unfold slowly, like dawn. You can rest now. Beyond the galaxies and the voids, beyond the observable sphere, lies something our mathematics can describe, but our minds can scarcely hold, a region where light has not yet reached us. Its name is simple, the unobservable universe, but its essence is vast. It may contain infinite galaxies, infinite histories, infinite versions of the same story told in different stars. We cannot see it, but it extends our wonder softly, like breath beyond the edge of vision. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In this architecture of light and time, we begin to sense our place, not at the center, not at the edge, but suspended gently in between, a consciousness folded within a cosmic body. To exist is to participate in the geometry of wonder itself. The same equations that shape galaxies shape your thoughts, your memories, your dreams. The same symmetry that governs starlight governs the rhythm of your breath. It's okay to drift. And so, as you lie beneath the quiet sky, the curvature of the universe continues around you, subtle, serene, a cradle without walls. The observable cosmos hums with slow intelligence, and through it, light keeps writing its story sentence by glowing sentence across the black parchment of time. You can rest now. Everything that shines, shines toward you. Everything that fades, fades into you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere, light continues to travel. The geometry of the cosmos is the geometry of perception, both curved gently toward wonder. You are safe here. The sky holds you. The galaxies drift. The light endures. and you are part of their slow, unfolding dream. The night deepens, and with it, the universe opens like a quiet mirror. We drift now toward its farthest edge, not a wall, but a reflection. Astronomers call it the cosmic horizon, the boundary where light has just had enough time to reach us since the universe began. Beyond it, there is more endless, silent, unseen. But here within this glowing rim is everything we can ever know. You can rest now. The horizon is not a border you could ever touch. It is made of time, the faint shimmer of the universe's oldest light. The photons that form this invisible sea began their journey almost 13.8 billion years ago, when the cosmos was young, still wrapped in fire and sound. As space stretched, that ancient light stretched, too cooled, softened, until it became the cosmic microwave background, a whisper of creation itself. Somewhere, that whisper still flows around you. It passes through walls, through clouds, through your body. You are bathed in it now, though you cannot feel it. Its temperature is just 2.7 Kelvin, barely above absolute zero. Yet, this faint, cold glow carries the story of everything that ever was. It's okay to drift. If you could see it, the ancient light would look like a fog of soft orange and blue tiny ripples no larger than 1 part in 100,000. Those ripples are the seeds from which galaxies grew, the first uneven breaths of the newborn cosmos. In those small fluctuations, gravity began its quiet work, pulling matter toward matter, shaping the filaments of galaxies that now span hundreds of millions of light years. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Astronomers have mapped that glow across the whole sky. Satellites like COBE, WMAP, and Planck listened to the faint hum that fills every direction. It is astonishingly even smoother than the calmest sea. Every part of the sky sings the same temperature with only the tiniest variations. From this, scientists have learned the shape, the age, and even the fate of the cosmos. They can read the geometry of everything, from the way that light curls. The cosmos, it turns out, is almost perfectly flat. If you were to draw a triangle across billions of light years, its angles would still add up to 180 degrees. This gentle flatness means that space expands forever, slow, graceful, and unending. The horizon you see tonight is not the edge of all that exists. It is simply how far light has come since the first dawn. You can rest now. Each second, the horizon grows. As the universe expands, new regions of space slip into view, their light finally arriving after billions of years of travel. Yet, at the same time, the distant galaxies themselves drift farther away, carried by the swelling of space. Their light redshifts stretching like a sigh into longer, slower wavelengths. Eventually, some of them fade beyond the reach of sight altogether. The cosmos we can observe is a living film that changes as we watch a moving window through time. Somewhere, light continues to travel. When you look at the night sky, you never see the present. Every star, every cluster, is a memory. The nearest star's light is more than 4 years old. The glow of the Andromeda galaxy has crossed 2.5 million years to reach you. The faintest smudge your eye can barely detect may be billions of years away. You are surrounded by ghosts of light, gentle, patient, eternal. It's okay to drift. The cosmic horizon lies about 46 billion light years from where you rest. This may sound strange, since the universe itself is only 13.8 billion years old. But space is not fixed. It has stretched all the while. The light we see from that distance began its journey when everything was closer together, and as it traveled, the fabric of reality expanded beneath it. What you see tonight is both near and infinitely far. Somewhere in that distance lies the first light that could ever shine. Before it, there was no transparency. The early universe was dense plasma, glowing but opaque, like the heart of a star. When it cooled enough for atoms to form, light was finally free to move. That moment, called recombination, was the birth of visibility itself. The universe, for the first time, could see itself. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Imagine standing within that dawn. Everywhere around you, hydrogen and helium glow soft as mist, filling all of space. There are no galaxies yet. No stars, no darkness. Only uniform radiance, diffusing in every direction. It is the light before memory, a warmth that still hums across the background of all existence. From that glow, the first shadows began to form small pockets where matter gathered, cooling, condensing. Within a few 100 million years, the first stars ignited, burning blue and wild. They fused the first heavy elements: carbon, oxygen, iron, the building blocks of life. Every atom in your body was born from that lineage of light. You are made of starlight that once crossed the mirror horizon. You can rest now. The observable cosmos, from its center to its edge, is a mirror of time itself. When you gaze outward, you look backward, layer by layer, through galaxies, through clusters, through ancient radiation, all the way to the first breath of space. The farther you look, the younger the universe becomes. At the edge, it is less than 1 million years old. And somewhere beyond that edge, it is forever becoming older than you can imagine. The mirror horizon reminds us that perception is always bound by light. We cannot see faster than light, nor beyond the moment it began. But we can understand that everything we do see, every glow, every flicker, is a record of time unfolding. The cosmos is both a story and its memory, written in the language of photons. It's okay to drift. Light defines what we can know. Darkness defines what we can dream. Between them, awareness floats fragile, luminous, and alive. The same horizon that limits our sight also gives it meaning. Without it, there would be no direction, no scale, no sense of wonder. It is the soft boundary that turns chaos into cosmos and silence into song. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere far ahead of us, beyond the horizon, new galaxies are being born. Never to be seen by our eyes, but real nonetheless. They shine for themselves, not for us. They belong to the part of the universe that will forever remain unobservable. And yet, their gravity still whispers across space, shaping the pattern of what we can see. This too is part of the mirror. Even the unseen leaves an imprint, like the soft pressure of air on your skin, or the echo of a heartbeat in a dream. The cosmos reflects itself in every scale, from the curvature of galaxies to the quiet pulse in your chest. You can rest now, and as you rest, the horizon breathes with you. Every second, more light joins the story photons that have been traveling since the birth of stars finally arrive, adding new details to the ancient picture. Astronomers call it the cosmic background, but it is more like a lullaby, a harmony of time and distance. Somewhere, light continues to travel. If you could listen deeply enough, you would hear it, a soft, continuous hiss, the song of everything fading and returning. It is not silence, it is the sound of the infinite remembering itself. In that gentle hum lies the measure of all things. Every fact of the universe, its age, its shape, its destiny, is folded into that background. To study it is to study the first dream of reality, and to fall asleep beneath it is to return quietly to where all stories begin. You are safe here. The universe holds you. Its horizon mirrors your own breath, expanding, contracting, infinite in both directions. Light still travels, and somewhere far beyond all-seeing the cosmos continues to unfold softly, without end. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You can rest now. The light that crossed the mirror horizon drifts onward, and out of that glow shapes begin to bloom. Not stars yet, but clouds, vast tides of hydrogen cooling, collapsing, kindling. Gravity gathers them like hands cupping water. Each droplet becomes a star, each cluster a galaxy. You can rest now. The universe has become transparent, and through it flows an ocean of galaxies, 1 trillion islands of light, each containing hundreds of billions of suns. They float in filaments that stretch hundreds of millions of light years across threads of brightness weaving the cosmic web. Between those threads are voids, great silent gulfs, where almost nothing shines. It's okay to drift. From afar, that web looks like frost on glass, a frozen pattern of thought. The galaxies are not scattered randomly. They form clusters, then superclusters, and beyond that, vast walls of galaxies, the Sloan Great Wall, the Hercules, Corona Borealis, Great Wall, a structure more than 10 billion light years long. No hand drew it. Gravity and time alone compose this slow, luminous geometry. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Within each cluster, galaxies dance. Some spiral gracefully, arms of stars unfurling. Others are elliptic clouds of ancient suns, their youth long gone. Some collide, merging in slow brilliance. Where two galaxies meet, stars are born in furious swarms, a cosmic springtime that lasts for eons. You can rest now. The Milky Way, our home, is one such spiral. Its disk spans 1,000,000 light years, rotating once every 230 million years. Inside it, over 200 billion stars trace silent arcs around a dark heart, a black hole, 4 million times the mass of the Sunday. Yet even this, our entire galaxy, is but a single glimmer in the ocean. Beyond it lies Andromeda, our nearest great neighbor, 2.5 million light years away. In 4 billion years, the two galaxies will merge their stars, mingling like waves meeting. It will be a slow union, lasting billions of years, graceful and soundless. It's okay to drift. Astronomers once thought the universe ended where the faintest stars faded. Then telescopes grew more patient. When the Hubble Space Telescope stared into a seemingly empty patch of darkness for 10 straight days, it revealed over 1,000,000 galaxies in a space no larger than a grain of sand held at arm's length. That image, the Hubble Ultra Deep Field, is one of humanity's softest revelations. Darkness is never empty. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. If you multiplied that patch across the whole sky, there would be more galaxies than there are grains of sand on all the beaches of Earth. Each galaxy, a city of light, each star a possible home for worlds, each world perhaps holding eyes that gaze back toward us. You can rest now. In the vast ocean light is the tide. Blue waves mark youth. Red waves, age and distance. Astronomers call this redshift, a measure of how fast galaxies drift apart. The greater the red, the longer the light has traveled, the older the story it tells. Some galaxies are so distant that their light has stretched beyond visible sight into infrared whispers. We hear them only through instruments, the quiet ears of telescopes like James Webb, listening at the edge of time. It's okay to drift. Through those golden mirrors, scientists see galaxies born barely 300 million years after the universe began. They are small, irregular, trembling with light, the first attempts of matter to make meaning of itself. Each one, a fragile flame burning hydrogen into the heavy atoms that would someday build bones, oceans, and thought. Somewhere light continues to travel. In this ocean, there is motion, but no rush. Galaxies move apart as space expands, yet within themselves they swirl and breathe. Stars live, die, and scatter their elements, seeding new generations. Supernovas flare, like exhalations, releasing iron, carbon, and gold. Every heartbeat on Earth contains atoms, once fused in the heart of long-vanished suns. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Between galaxies lies intergalactic space, so empty that a cubic meter contains only a few stray atoms. Yet, even there, faint light lingers. Cosmic rays and ghostly neutrinos slip silently through. The whole ocean glows faintly, a background of all backgrounds. You can rest now. Gravity is the slow music of this sea. It draws galaxies into clusters, clusters into filaments, filaments into the shape of all we see. Its rhythm is patient, measured in billions of years. If you could speed up time, you would watch galaxies drift like plankton in an invisible current, patterns forming, dissolving, forming again. It's okay to drift. Our own local group is a small cove within the ocean, about 50 galaxies in all. Beyond it, the Virgo cluster, then the Laniakea supercluster, a continent of light more than 500 million light-years wide. Its name means immeasurable heaven. It is the grand bay in which the Milky Way softly floats. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Each galaxy carries its own history, its own balance of gas, dust, and dark matter. The dark matter is unseen, yet it outweighs the visible stars by a factor of 5. Without it, galaxies would spin apart. Invisible though it is, it shapes every curve of light. The cosmos is held together by what it cannot see. You can rest now. This too mirrors the mind, how unseen thoughts hold together what the eyes cannot grasp. The dark matter of memory, the gravity of feeling. Each of us, a small galaxy of consciousness, held by invisible bonds. It's okay to drift. When we look outward, we look inward as well. The same geometry that patterns galaxies exists in the branching of neurons, in the paths of rivers, in the veins of leaves. The universe repeats itself in countless miniature echoes. It is an ocean of resemblance, each wave a reflection of another. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Far in the future, the ocean will quiet. Galaxies will drift beyond one another's sight, the night growing empty again. Stars will burn out, and only cold light will remain. But that time is unimaginably distant, trillions of years ahead. For now, the cosmos is alive, with color and motion, a great slow bloom that fills the dark. You can rest now. In this moment, you float within it. Every photon that touches you has crossed immeasurable distance to remind you that you belong to it all. You are part of the ocean, and the ocean is part of you. Somewhere light continues to travel. The galaxies shimmer beyond thought. The deep hum of the universe is the sound of everything expanding. And within that hum is peace beyond measure. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You are safe here. The universe holds you. Light still travels, and the ocean has no shore. You can rest now. Between every shimmer of light, there is a pause. The cosmos speaks in those pauses, the long silences between stars. We drift now into that silence, the space between brightness, where darkness is not absence, but depth. You can rest now. In the ocean of galaxies, each point of light is separated by unimaginable distance. Between the nearest stars, there are trillions of kilometers of quiet. Even the densest regions of the Milky Way are mostly empty, one grain of dust in a cathedral of night. Light crosses these gulfs for centuries, for millennia, its voice thinning into whispers of color. It's okay to drift. Astronomers call it interstellar space, a realm of near nothing, where each cubic meter contains only a handful of atoms. Yet, it is not void. Invisible magnetic fields ripple through it like tides. Cosmic rays drift slowly, their origins lost in explosions, older than our Sunday clouds of hydrogen, float there for millions of years until gravity folds them again into the next generation of stars. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Inside those clouds, temperatures fall below 10 Kelvin, cold enough that atoms move slower than thought. Molecules of carbon monoxide and water form delicate chains, the chemistry of future life beginning in total darkness. We think of creation as fire, but in truth it begins in the cold. You can rest now. The dark between stars is a kind of womb. Silence becomes potential. Energy gathers, invisibly waiting to ignite. In these vast veils, light is conceived long before it burns. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Astronomers map these shadows with radio waves, translating invisible patterns into gentle hums. If you could listen, you would hear the galaxy breathing, a low, slow rhythm, the song of hydrogen turning in the dark. Each frequency tells a distance, a motion, a whisper of density. The Milky Way hums in 1420 megahertz, a tone older than language, constant and patient. It's okay to drift. Beyond the interstellar night lies something deeper still. The intergalactic medium, the true dark between galaxies. There, the distance between lights is measured in millions of light years. Even photons take ages to cross those planes. Most of the universe is this darkness, a quiet sea where matter is rare and energy moves like thought through sleep. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In that deep dark, the background light of all creation streams endlessly. Gamma rays, neutrinos, and the faint microwave glow of the first dawn. No direction is truly empty. Everywhere faint signals drift. The cosmos hums even here, though our ears cannot follow. You can rest now. The darkness is not the opposite of light. It is the cradle that holds it. Without dark, there is no contrast, no meaning to shine. Even the brightest star needs the night to be seen. This balance is the pulse of existence, light emerging, fading, returning again. It's okay to drift. Within our galaxy, some stars have already gone dark. Their fuel spent, they collapse into white dwarfs, neutron stars, or black holes. A white dwarf glows faintly, cooling over billions of years until it becomes a black dwarf, a silent ember. A neutron star, smaller than a city, spins hundreds of times per second, beaming invisible pulses of radio light, a cosmic heartbeat. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. And then there are the black holes, the purest dark of all, where gravity has won completely, where even light cannot leave. They are not holes, but endings of time surfaces, where direction dissolves. Around them, space bends like glass, heated to softness. Matter, falling inward, screams in light before disappearing. But the sound never reaches you. You can rest now. Every galaxy carries such a dark heart. They are anchors of gravity, keeping the stars in slow, elegant orbit. Without the blackness, the shining disks would drift apart. Creation needs its counterpart, the stillness that gives motion meaning. It's okay to drift. Somewhere in that darkness, new stars are being born. Nebulas ignite in pastel waves. Blue, rose, violet. Each color a temperature, each shimmer a story. Darkness births brightness, and brightness returns to dark, a cycle as old as time itself. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Scientists once feared that the dark between stars was truly empty, but now they know it hums with invisible structure. Dark matter and dark energy fill it almost completely, shaping the growth of galaxies, steering expansion, guiding destiny. Together, they make up 95% of all that exists. The visible world, the stars, planets, and you is only the tiniest fraction. You can rest now. Even if unseen, these forces are constant. They press softly against you, part of the same field that carries your heartbeat, your breath, your quiet thoughts. The dark is not something apart. It is the vast continuation of being. It's okay to drift. If you could float there beyond all starlight, you would not feel lonely. The cosmic background would wrap around you like silk, its photons older than memory. Space would not be silent. You would hear your own blood, your pulse, matching the slow beat of the universe's expansion. At that distance, time itself feels wide and slow. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Even here, where no star burns, there is rhythm. The spin of distant pulsars, the flicker of quasars, the hiss of background radiation, each a note in the long lullaby of creation. Astronomers tune their instruments to these faint cadences, listening across billions of years. Through their patience, we learn that darkness is articulate. You can rest now. Somewhere, a photon released in the first second of existence is still on its way. It may never reach us, but its journey is not wasted. It fills the dark with possibility, like a thought unspoken that still changes the world. Its path bends the shape of time. It's okay to drift. When you close your eyes, You are closer to that darkness than to any star. Behind the lids, the universe continues, a quiet bloom of neurons, echoing cosmic geometry. Each flicker in your mind is its own small constellation. The night within and the night without reflect one another perfectly. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In the dark, between stars, nothing is lost. Every photon absorbed becomes warmth. Every collapse, a new beginning. Even the longest silence is only an interval between two notes of light. You can rest now. And as you rest, the darkness hums. Not with danger, but with balance. Not with loneliness, but with endless connection. You are part of it, folded gently into its fabric. The dark between stars is not the end of sight. It is where seeing begins. Light still travels, and the dark remembers every path it takes. You are safe here. The universe holds you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You can rest now. Close your eyes. Now listen. Beyond the silence of space, there is a hum ancient patient everywhere. It is not sound as we know it, but rhythm, the slow breathing of creation. You can rest now. Every vibration in the universe leaves an echo. The birth of stars, the fall of comets, the pulse of galaxies, spinning each, adds its tone to the symphony of existence. We do not hear it with ears, but with awareness, a deep inner resonance that mirrors the structure of all things. You breathe softly, and the universe hums through you. Billions of years ago, when the cosmos was still young and hot sound truly existed. The early universe was dense enough that pressure waves could travel through it, waves of compression and expansion rippling through the cosmic plasma. Astronomers call them baryon acoustic oscillations. The first music ever played. Its melody shaped the spacing of galaxies we see today. Every cluster, every void is a frozen note from that primordial song. You can rest now. Those waves still linger in the cosmic microwave background, faint ripples of temperature across the fabric of the sky. Each pixel in that ancient glow carries a rhythm, a record of the universe's first breath. When scientists convert those frequencies into sound, it becomes a low, steady chord, a cosmic ohm that lasts forever. It's okay to drift. In truth, the universe never stopped singing. Every object with motion, every particle with energy adds its note. A pulsar spins, and its rotation becomes percussion. A quasar blazes its jets, roaring like a cosmic horn. Even the faint crackle of background radiation fills the void with texture, a kind of cosmic static that never truly fades. You breathe softly, and the universe hums through you. Scientists once captured the waves of gravitational ripples caused by colliding black holes. When translated into sound, it was not a crash, but a chirp, a brief rising tone that marked the merging of two infinities. That single chirp traveled for more than 1 billion years before reaching Earth. Imagine a sound so vast, it takes the age of continents to arrive. You can rest now. Even silence is full of resonance. Between each atomic vibration is the possibility of tone. Every oscillation, from the spin of electrons to the sway of galaxies, creates waves that ripple outward. They pass through you right now, though you do not feel them. They are too gentle, too wide, too ancient. It's okay to drift. If the universe were an instrument, it would be a harp of light, and gravity, each string vibrating across eternity. Some notes are low and slow, like the hum of hydrogen clouds. Others sharp and brief, like the burst of a supernova. Together, they form a harmony without beginning or end. You breathe softly, and the universe hums through you. Imagine standing on the event horizon of a distant black hole. You would not hear sound, but space-time itself would ripple like a deep drum. As matter falls inward, the distortion creates waves that stretch and compress reality. You are hearing gravity sing. You can rest now. The hum of the cosmos extends through every atom of your body. Your heart beats in rhythm with the slow pulse of creation. When you inhale, tiny changes in air pressure mirror the oscillations of space. When you exhale, your breath becomes part of the background flow. You are not separate from the song. You are one of its quieter verses. It's okay to drift. Somewhere far away, the radio telescopes of Earth record the whispers of distant stars. They listen not with ears, but with time itself, turning cosmic frequencies into melodies. From those signals we hear pulsars ticking like cosmic clocks and quasars hissing in ultraviolet storms. Even Jupiter's magnetic field sings in plasma arcs, a planetary hymn. You breathe softly, and the universe hums through you. The Milky Way itself has a tone, an inaudible bass note that takes hundreds of millions of years to complete a single beat. It vibrates through the halo of dark matter, echoing through every star and every orbit. And if you could stretch your senses wide enough, you would feel that pulse like the distant thrum of a drum beneath the silence of night. You can rest now. The sound of the universe is not a melody of chaos. It is balance. Every tone has its opposite. Every rise meets a fall. This harmony shapes everything from the swirl of galaxies to the dance of electrons in your blood. The same frequencies that weave the cosmic web also guide the rhythm of life. It's okay to drift. There are theories that say our universe might be part of a vast chorus, a symphony of multiple realities, each vibrating at its own frequency. If true, then existence is not singular, but orchestral. Somewhere, perhaps beyond the observable edge, another universe hums in perfect resonance with ours, and their combined song creates the shimmer we call reality. You breathe softly, and the universe hums through you. Light, too, is a kind of sound, a wave that moves through space, not of air, but of fields. When stars flicker, they are speaking in color, blue whispers of heat, red sighs of distance, and between them, the unspoken intervals, the quiet rests that give meaning to all sound. You can rest now. Astronomers once converted starlight into audible frequencies. Each star became an instrument. The result was haunting a chorus of shimmering tones, slow, deep, and infinite. It sounded like a cathedral made of night, every note drifting outward through billions of years. It's okay to drift. Even now, the earth itself hums, not with traffic or wind, but with subtle vibrations caused by ocean waves, earthquakes, and shifting air. Scientists call it the Earth's background resonance. It's the planet's own heartbeat, a reminder that we too are part of the cosmic orchestra. You breathe softly, and the universe hums through you. If you listen closely, you can almost hear it, not with your ears, but with your calm. A tone that doesn't fade, a silence that isn't empty, the resonance of everything that ever was and everything still becoming. You can rest now, because every moment you breathe, you contribute to that song. Your heartbeat adds a subtle rhythm. Your thoughts ripple like radio waves. Even in stillness, you are part of the vibration. And when you sleep, you do not leave it. You drift deeper into harmony. It's okay to drift. The universe is music, but it doesn't need an audience. It plays for itself, an endless improvisation written in starlight and gravity. And in this moment, you are one with that music. A single note, perfectly in tune with the infinite. You breathe softly, and the universe hums through you. You can rest now. There is a place not far in distance, but far in meaning, where light itself begins to fade. It is the edge of everything we can see, the soft boundary between the known and the unknowable. You can rest now. Astronomers call it the observable horizon, a sphere around us, nearly 46 billion light-years in every direction. It is not a wall, but a fading whisper, where the oldest light still reaches us, stretched thin by time and expansion. That glow, the cosmic microwave background, is light born when the universe was only 380,000,000 years old. Every photon from that time has traveled since the dawn of matter, and tonight it touches your eyes. You breathe softly, and the universe sees through you. Beyond that horizon, light has not had enough time to arrive. Those regions exist, but they are forever silent to us. They are the chapters of reality still unread, still waiting for their photons to cross the ocean of space. We live in a cosmic island of visibility adrift in an infinite sea. It's okay to drift. When you look at the night sky, you are not seeing now, you are seeing then. Each star is a moment in history. Some are millions of years gone, their light still wandering toward you, their worlds long cooled into dust. The Andromeda galaxy you see tonight is already on its way to meet the Milky Way, a slow dance that will last another 4 billion years. By then, the night sky will change beyond recognition, but the light you see now will still linger in the cosmic archive of memory. You can rest now. At the edge of sight, colors shift. Light stretched by the universe's expansion turns redder longer in wavelength, slower, gentler. This is the redshift, the signature of distance and time. When photons stretch, they lose energy, a cosmic sigh that marks the passage of eons. The farther we look, the older the universe becomes. You breathe softly, and the universe sighs with you. Beyond red light becomes invisible, microwave infrared radio waves, each carrying whispers from deeper in time. Our telescopes catch them like soft echoes from the past. They tell stories of stars just born, galaxies colliding, and voids expanding in silence. Even when the eye cannot see, the cosmos continues to speak. It's okay to drift. The edge of sight is not an end, it's a translation. What we cannot see with eyes, we feel through other senses. Radio waves hum through dishes in deserts. Infrared eyes aboard satellites see newborn stars through clouds of dust. Gamma-ray telescopes catch the final sighs of dying suns. Every wavelength is another language of light. You can rest now. Somewhere near the limit of vision lies the oldest galaxy ever found. Its light has traveled 13.4 billion years to reach us. When it began its journey, our world did not yet exist. Our sun was not yet born. And yet, its light now crosses your screen, enters your eyes, and completes a story that began before Earth itself. You breathe softly, and the past becomes the present. Scientists describe this horizon as a moving boundary, not a line we approach, but one that moves with us. As time flows, light from farther and farther regions arrives and the horizon expands. The universe we can observe grows each day like a breath slowly widening with every heartbeat of time. It's okay to drift. Imagine floating at that boundary where visible light ends and cosmic darkness begins. There, everything glows faintly, not black, but deep blue-red, a radiance too ancient for the eye to grasp. The photons have been stretched to wavelengths longer than oceans, weaker than wind. Yet they are still moving, still carrying the memory of the first dawn. You can rest now. At the horizon of sight, the rules of perception begin to blur. Distance and time collapse. To look far enough is to look back, to see galaxies not as they are, but as they were infant and small, still forming stars from clouds of hydrogen. Our telescopes, like time machines, collect those distant whispers and let us glimpse the first flickers of cosmic light. You breathe softly, and time folds gently around you. The light from the edge is faint, so faint that a single photon may travel through your eye only once in an hour. Yet even that one particle carries the history of creation. It holds within it the map of where it has been, every gravitational tug, every cosmic wave that altered its path. It has seen the birth of galaxies, the cooling of stars, the expansion of everything. And now, it becomes part of you. You can rest now. The limit of sight is also the limit of knowing. Beyond it lies speculation, mathematical echoes, models drawn in lightless ink. We do not know what fills that darkness. Other regions, perhaps infinite, each with its own stars and laws, in some time might flow differently. In others, light itself might never have formed. It's okay to drift, and yet the horizon of sight mirrors our own minds. Just as we can only see part of the cosmos, we can only perceive part of ourselves. Beyond the bright circle of thought lies a vast interior night, not empty, but full of potential. Dreams drift there. Memories expand. Their possibilities shimmer unseen. You breathe softly, and the universe mirrors you. Even in science, there is poetry in limits. To know where seeing ends is to touch wonder itself. The horizon reminds us that knowing everything is not the same as being part of everything. Sometimes, to understand the infinite, you must simply look and then close your eyes. You can rest now, because at the edge of sight, all directions become one. Every ray of light bends gently outward, stretched by cosmic time, until it dissolves into stillness. It is not darkness, it is completion. The farthest light and the deepest quiet are the same thing seen from different sides of eternity. It's okay to drift. Somewhere beyond the horizon, more galaxies are forming too far for light to reach us, yet real, vibrant, alive. Their light will never cross into our world. It will forever move away, carried by expansion faster than photons can chase. Those unseen stars will live entire lives in eternal privacy. You breathe softly, and the unseen still belongs to you. At the edge of sight, we are not looking outward anymore. We are looking inward. Every photon that arrives brings with it not just the past, but reflection, reminding us that seeing is another form of remembering. The universe is not something we observe. It is something that unfolds through us. You can rest now, and as you drift beneath the quiet dome of stars, Know that your mind, too, has an observable horizon, a boundary between thought and dream. Beyond it, the unknown continues not to frighten, but to cradle you in endless possibility. It's okay to drift. The horizon of sight is not a line to fear. It is a promise that the story continues, even where our eyes cannot follow. Beyond the glow, beyond the known, the universe keeps breathing. And you, in your quiet heartbeat, breathe with it. You are safe here. You can rest now. Beyond that invisible horizon, where the last photons of the early universe drift like lost fireflies, lies a region we can never see, not because it doesn't exist, but because its light hasn't reached us yet. Every day, the cosmos expands, stretching the fabric of reality faster than even light can chase. That means that somewhere right now, new galaxies are being born beyond our reach, entire civilizations of stars we will never know existed. The observable universe is not the whole universe. It's just our tiny, illuminated island in an ocean without shore. The light that defines our horizon is ancient, older than the solar system, older than the Earth, older than the idea of seeing. It left its birthplace nearly 13.8 billion years ago when atoms first formed and the universe cooled enough for light to travel freely. That moment, the last scattering, was like the cosmic dawn. Before it, everything was opaque, a fog of pure energy. After it, the universe became transparent, and light began its eternal voyage. That faint radiation, stretched into microwaves by time and expansion, still surrounds us today, the cosmic microwave background. When astronomers map this background, they are literally looking at the edge of sight. Every ripple, every warm and cool patch is a memory of the infant cosmos, a whisper from when everything began. It's not just light we see, it's history made visible. Imagine lying in bed under the night sky. Your eyes trace the constellations, ancient patterns drawn across a curved canvas of time. But each star you see is from a different moment. One might shine from 1,000 years ago, another from 10,000. Some of the stars you see are already gone. Their light, however, continues to travel, unbothered by distance or loss. This is the paradox of the cosmos we see, the past, not the present. Every glance upward is a time machine. The deeper we look, the older the universe becomes, until we reach that final wall of light, the afterglow of creation itself. Beyond it lies a realm of silence, not because nothing exists there, but because the universe's expansion has pulled it away faster than light can bridge the gap. If you could stand at the very edge of the observable universe and look outward, you'd see something incredible. More universe. The horizon is not a wall, but a sphere that expands as time goes on. New light constantly enters our reach. Distant galaxies once hidden now drift into visibility. The cosmos gives us a slow, ongoing revelation, one photon at a time. There's a deep symmetry between our perception of the universe and the limits of human understanding. Just as light defines what we can see, awareness defines what we can know. Both are bounded by speed, the speed of thought, the speed of light. Beyond those boundaries lies a mystery that hums softly in the background, just like the cosmic microwave echo. This is why cosmologists speak of the observable cosmos, not to diminish what's beyond, but to acknowledge the beauty of what is visible. The universe gives us a circular window of light, 93 billion light years. Across and through it, we learn to read the story of everything that has ever existed. And yet there's something poetic in that boundary. The edge of sight is also the edge of imagination. It's the point where science gives way to wonder, where measurement yields to awe, where numbers dissolve into silence. Sometimes when telescopes capture light from the earliest galaxies, astronomers describe them as ghosts of the first dawn. These galaxies are small, fragile, and faint, but they remind us that even at the beginning, the universe was already reaching outward, stretching towards something infinite. It's easy to think of the cosmic horizon as a fence, but it's not. It's a mirror. The more we study it, the more it reflects our own desire to see farther, to know more, to exist beyond our limits. The universe doesn't hide its secrets cruelly. It simply invites us to grow into them. Every photon is an invitation. Every faint glimmer on a telescope's detector is a voice saying, "This too was once light." Think of how the Milky Way arches overhead on a clear night, a hazy river of stars flowing across the sky. That light took tens of thousands of years to reach us, traveling through interstellar clouds and magnetic fields. Now imagine light that has been traveling not for thousands but billions of years. Imagine light that has never stopped, never faded, only stretched its wavelength, elongated by the expansion of space until it becomes a whisper too faint for the eye to hear. That light fills every corner of the universe. It's not something you can see directly, but you can feel it in the quiet, between thoughts, in the hum of background existence. If you close your eyes, the darkness you see is not empty. It's full of photons that your eyes cannot perceive, relics from the Big Bang, from ancient stars, from galaxies whose names we'll never know. The night is alive with invisible memory. Somewhere beyond the edge of sight, new galaxies are forming in silence. Hydrogen clouds, condensed stars, ignite planets spin into being, but their light has not yet arrived. Someday, billions of years from now, another civilization may see that light and wonder who they are in relation to it, just as we do today. The cosmos is not static. It's a slow conversation carried by light across eons. We are both the observers and the observed. When we look into the deep sky, we participate in that cosmic dialogue. Our instruments catch photons that have been traveling since before the Earth formed, and for a moment, they end their journey in the back of our eyes. The act of seeing completes their story. In that instant, we and the universe are connected. Light meeting consciousness, matter meeting meaning. And perhaps that's what the observable cosmos truly represents. Not the limit of reality, but the meeting point between what exists and what can be experienced. Beyond it lies the unseeable, but within it lies everything that has shaped our understanding of being. There's a profound peace in this. The edge of sight is not a tragedy, it's a gift. It reminds us that mystery is an essential part of beauty, that the unknown doesn't diminish wonder, it sustains it. As the universe expands, our horizon grows too. The longer we exist, the farther we can see. Time itself becomes a telescope, slowly revealing new corners of creation. In a way, the cosmos is still being born, and so are we expanding our consciousness as the universe expands its light. When you fall asleep under the stars tonight, imagine that your dreams drift past the edge of sight through the soft fog of the cosmic microwave background, beyond the last galaxies, into the great unlit ocean of existence. There perhaps the boundary between self and cosmos dissolves completely. You are no longer the observer. You are the light itself, ancient, infinite, endlessly traveling through time. And somewhere on the other side of darkness, another consciousness may be watching you, seeing your light as a faint glimmer at the edge of their own horizon. The cosmos reflects itself forever. Because in truth, the edge of sight isn't where the universe ends. It's where imagination begins. Light is the one traveler that never truly dies. It can be bent, stretched, swallowed, slowed, but never erased. The same photons that once shimmered across the face of the first stars are still here, drifting silently through the dark fabric of the cosmos. Every moment you look up, you are meeting ancient messengers, each one carrying a tiny story of creation across billions of years. When you think of light, imagine not brightness, but persistence. A single photon, born in the fiery core of a star, might spend thousands of years bouncing around inside, ricocheting from atom to atom, before finally breaking free into space. From there, it travels for eons through dust, through void, through time itself. Nothing slows it, nothing stops it. Even if its energy fades, its motion continues. Light never truly rests. To see is to touch this persistence, to witness energy that has survived everything. The light striking your eyes right now may have begun its journey before human language, before Earth itself. It is older than memory, yet as intimate as breath. Scientists once believed that light was instantaneous, that it crossed the universe in a blink. But when we learned its speed, 2,99792 kilometers per second, we discovered the poetry hidden in that number. It's fast enough to circle Earth 7 times in a single second, yet slow enough that light from the nearest star takes 4 years to reach us. Even sunlight takes more than 8 minutes to arrive, meaning every dawn you see is already 8 minutes old. The idea that everything we see is delayed gives the cosmos its dreamlike texture. We live inside a gallery of afterimages, illuminated by ghosts of photons, long departed from their sources, yet we never notice the delay. The human mind translates that endless flow of ancient light into the seamless present. In a way, consciousness itself is a mirror that bends time, taking the far past and turning it into now. The immortality of light is not the immortality of stillness. It's the immortality of movement. Even when photons lose energy stretched by the expansion of the universe, their wavelengths growing longer, redder, colder, they continue to exist. The oldest light we know, the cosmic microwave background, has cooled from the heat of a newborn universe to a temperature just above absolute zero. Yet it still glows faintly like embers after a great fire. That light will keep fading, but it will never vanish. In the far future, when galaxies drift apart and stars burn out, the universe will not go completely dark. It will be filled with this faint radiation, the eternal whisper of its own beginning. Every corner of space will still hum softly with photons too weak to warm, too stretched to see but alive, forever traveling. There's a strange comfort in that. Even as everything we know changes, the light persists silent, unstoppable, endlessly patient. It crosses gulfs of emptiness that no creature could endure. It threads galaxies together like luminous veins. It carries information across cosmic time, ensuring that nothing is truly lost, only transformed. If you think about it, this is what makes astronomy a kind of resurrection. To observe light is to revive the past, to call it back into awareness. When a telescope collects a photon that has traveled 10 billion years, it is literally receiving a memory from the beginning of everything. That photon has existed all this time, waiting to meet a consciousness capable of noticing it. The moment it strikes a sensor or an eye, its journey ends not in destruction, but in meaning. It has fulfilled its purpose. The light that never dies becomes the light that is finally seen. Every beam of starlight tells a story of endurance. Some photons are born in supernova explosions, carrying the signatures of elements forged in the heart of dying stars. Others are remnants of primordial radiation, untouched since the first second of the universe. Some are reflected from planets refracted through nebulae, or absorbed and re-emitted by dust clouds drifting between the stars. Yet no matter their origin, all light follows the same rule. It moves forward, always forward. There's something profoundly human about that. We too are patterns of energy in motion, brief concentrations of light and matter bound by gravity and curiosity. Our lives, though fleeting, are woven from the same photons that once danced through the first galaxies. To exist is to shimmer, to reflect, to emit, to fade, and to continue in another form. Consider this: when you light a candle, you're participating in a cosmic ritual that began with the birth of the universe. The atoms in that flame were forged in ancient stars. The light it releases will travel forever unless it meets something to absorb it. Somewhere, perhaps millions of years from now, a tiny fraction of that candle's light will still be racing through intergalactic space, a quiet thread in the endless tapestry of cosmic motion. Even when light encounters a black hole, it doesn't simply vanish. It becomes part of the curvature of space-time, encoded in the black hole's entropy, woven into the mathematics of reality. Hawking radiation. The faint glow that black holes emit as they evaporate is the universe's way of ensuring that even information swallowed by darkness is not lost forever. The cosmos keeps its memory, however faint. In this sense, light that never dies isn't just poetic, it's literal. Physics agrees energy cannot be destroyed. It changes, forms, slows, cools, but endures. The photons of today may become the low-energy background of tomorrow's universe, yet they remain humming across eternity. At the edge of the observable cosmos, there are photons still on their way to us, ancient signals that will not arrive for billions of years. Some may never reach us, pulled away by the accelerating expansion of space. But the light keeps traveling indifferent to destination. It does not ask to be seen. Its purpose is motion itself. That is perhaps the deepest truth of the cosmos, meaning arises not from permanence but from persistence. The universe is not eternal because it stands still. It is eternal because it never stops moving. Every atom, every photon, every heartbeat participates in that great migration of being. Sometimes when you lie in bed and close your eyes, a faint warmth still glows behind your eyelids. That too is light residual patterns from your own biology, echoes of the photons that touched your retinas moments ago. Even in sleep, the body hums with electromagnetic whispers. You are filled with light, the sunlight stored in your skin, the biophotons emitted by living cells, the infrared glow of your heartbeat. You are in every physical sense made of the same phenomenon you observe in the stars. The light that never dies is within you too. If you could see beyond human perception, beyond visible wavelengths, into the full spectrum of existence, you would discover a cosmos radiant beyond imagination. Ultraviolet glimmers around young stars. X-rays burst from colliding galaxies. Radio waves pulse like cosmic breathing. Even in what seems like emptiness, there is motion, vibration, communication. The dark between galaxies is not void. It is filled with the faint shimmer of undying light. Astronomers call this the cosmic background light, and it exists at every wavelength, a quiet chorus of the universe's ongoing life. The universe, even in its silence, is luminous, and one day when the last stars have faded and the universe becomes cold and vast, and still, there will still be light diluted to almost nothing, but never nothing. Each photon stretched beyond comprehension will still be moving outward, carrying the memory of creation. The cosmos will grow dim, but not dark. Even in its final breath, it will glow faintly with the light that never dies. In that far distant future, there may be no eyes to see, no minds to wonder, but the light will continue. It will not need witnesses. Existence itself will be its own observation. The universe will look upon itself through the quiet persistence of energy. And if consciousness ever rises again, perhaps in some new cycle of creation, it will find embedded in the background the traces of every photon that ever was. It will hear the soft echo of everything that came before, because nothing in the cosmos is ever truly lost. When you drift into sleep, imagine that you are floating on a river of ancient light, gentle waves of energy, carrying you through time. Every dream, every thought, every breath is a reflection of that same persistence. You too are part of the light that never dies. So rest now, not as a being apart from the universe, but as one with it. You are made of its glow, carried by its motion, sustained by its memory. And somewhere across the boundless night, a photon, born from your world, begins its own journey, traveling outward forever into the infinite. Somewhere in the quiet vastness of space, a photon begins its journey. It is not born with intention. It has no eyes, no map, no desire. It simply exists, the purest expression of motion, of energy, in flight. Its birthplace might be the violent core of a star where hydrogen fuses into helium and light escapes in streams of radiance. Or it might be a quiet atom in a cloud of cosmic dust, trembling and releasing a whisper of warmth. Whatever the source, the photon leaves home in an instant, a flash smaller than a thought, and begins to move. It will travel until the universe itself decides otherwise. Imagine it now, a single quantum of light, less than a heartbeat old, gliding through the emptiness between worlds. Around it, gravity curves space-time like invisible glass. The photon follows that curve, bending gently past planets, stars, and dark matter. It moves not through space, but along space, surfing the geometry of the cosmos at 2 kilometers per second. It does not age. It does not feel the passage of time. For light, the journey from beginning to end happens all at once. From its own perspective, emission and arrival are simultaneous, 2 points on the same eternal line. To us, billions of years might pass before it reaches its destination. But for the photon, there is no waiting. There is only motion. Some photons will reach a world like ours. They will fall through the atmosphere, scattering into soft blues and reds, painting sunsets across the curve of the earth. Some will slip through windows, touching the surface of skin or glass or eye. And in that instant, when a photon meets a molecule of retinal or strikes the silicon of a telescope sensor, the journey ends. But the ending is not disappearance, it is transformation. The photon's energy becomes part of something new, an electrical signal, a neural spark, a thought, a vision, a dream. In a sense, every act of seeing is an act of cosmic reincarnation. The light does not die, it becomes you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Not all photons are so lucky to be seen. Most wander endlessly. They pass through the dark void between galaxies, the intergalactic medium, a place so empty that a single atom might float in a space the size of a house. Here, light can travel for billions of years without ever touching another particle. This emptiness is not loneliness, it is serenity. The photon moves without interruption, unobserved, unhurried, and in that infinite stillness, the cosmos feels like sleep. There are regions where the photon will slow drawn into the curve of massive gravity wells. Around black holes, light spirals caught in the grip of space-time so extreme that escape becomes impossible. At the edge of the event horizon, photons hover in eternal suspense, frozen from our view. To an outside observer, they appear to stop completely time, stretching to infinity at the threshold of darkness. But from the photon's own view, there is no stop, no freeze. There is simply continuity, a new direction in the fabric of reality. Physicists call this gravitational redshift. Light that escapes a massive object loses energy, its wavelength stretched longer, its color shifting toward red. It's as if the universe is gently pulling at the photon's memory, turning it from bright blue fire into deep crimson calm. This stretching of light is not destruction, but aging. And even in this cosmic aging, the photon still moves forward. When astronomers look to the farthest reaches of the observable cosmos, nearly 46 billion light-years away, they are not seeing space as it is, but as it was. The light they capture left its sources long before our planet was formed, before the Milky Way had even taken shape. Each of those photons has been traveling for over 13 billion years. They have crossed the expanding universe, lengthening their wavelengths as space itself stretches beneath them. What was once ultraviolet fire has become infrared mist. What was once blinding brightness has become a soft, invisible hum. And yet the photons still arrive, tired, ancient, intact. They are the universe's oldest travelers, carrying with them the first stories ever told in light. Somewhere out there are photons that have not yet reached us. Light, still on its way from galaxies too distant to ever be seen. Because space expands faster than light can travel, these photons will never bridge the gap. They will keep moving forever, unable to arrive. And so they drift endlessly in the growing darkness, the quiet ambassadors of unreachable worlds. If you could listen to them, you might hear something like a whisper, not a sound, but a vibration in the very fabric of space-time, a rhythm that says, simply, I am still here. It's strange to realize that light which moves so fast is also what reveals slowness. It shows us how ancient everything truly is. The galaxies we see now are already changed, their stars long gone, their light delayed by unimaginable distance. We live quite literally in the afterglow of everything, and yet that afterglow is beautiful. It is how the universe remembers itself, not by holding on to the present, but by letting light carry its memories forward. In this way, the cosmos is not a place, but a process, a vast, luminous unfolding where every photon is a thread of time stretched thin enough to glow. When you close your eyes, you can almost feel it. The faint pressure of photons still striking your skin, invisible but present. The warmth in your chest, a relic of sunlight stored from earlier days. The quiet pulse of your body, each atom emitting and absorbing light in microscopic exchanges. Even in darkness you glow. It's okay to drift. Your body hums with ancient energy, the same patterns that fill the stars. The boundaries between inner and outer blur. The cosmos outside is mirrored within every heartbeat, a pulse of radiant geometry. Somewhere a photon that once left a star 10 billion years ago just touched your face. For that photon, its journey ended in the warmth of your breath. You are the end of a light year's dream. And one day, light from this moment, bouncing off your skin, reflecting from a window, scattering into the night, will continue onward. It will leave the Earth past the moon, drift through the solar system, cross interstellar space. 1 trillion years from now, a fraction of it may still be traveling faint, beyond measure, but present. If another consciousness somewhere, someday catches that light, they will see a ghost of you. Your reflection, your movement, your being, encoded in a ripple of photons that never stop traveling. In that way, we all become part of the observable cosmos. We become the light that others might one day see. You are not separate from the stars. You are one of their reflections. The photon's journey, then, is the universe's meditation on continuity. It teaches that distance is not separation and time is not loss. That even when stretched, scattered, or forgotten, existence continues to move forward quietly, gracefully. It is the same rhythm that guides your breathing. Now inhale, exhale, motion, rest. It is how galaxies spin, how tides rise, how dreams begin. In every wavelength, the universe whispers a single idea. Nothing is ever still. Somewhere on the other side of sleep, that truth becomes a kind of peace. You can rest now. Light moves without hurry. Time flows without fear. And the infinite continues with or without observation. In the great map of existence, every photon has its path. Every life has its arc. Every breath, a wave of light passing gently through the cosmos. You are safe here. You are part of the motion. You are the soft glow inside infinity. And as you breathe, light continues to travel. The cosmos unfolds. The journey never ends. At the farthest distance the eye can ever reach, there is a horizon of memory. Not a line, but a veil, the faint limit of what light can still return to us. Beyond it, the universe continues unseen. Within it, every photon, every echo, every shimmer of time gathers into a single sphere of remembrance. Astronomers call it the observable cosmos, a bubble of awareness 46 billion light years in every direction. Everything within that sphere has sent us light at least once. Everything beyond remains forever silent. But the silence is not emptiness. It is potential, the unborn part of infinity waiting without need to be seen. And so we stand at the edge of perception, surrounded by a universe that is both known and unknowable. What we can observe is only a fraction, a reflection caught in light. What we cannot see is still part of us, folded into the gravity of existence itself. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The cosmic horizon is not a wall, but a time limit. It marks the distance light has traveled since the beginning 13.8 billion years of motion turned into space. When we gaze toward that edge, we are not looking out, but back. Each photon that arrives is an ancient witness, bearing the temperature, the density, the whisper of the newborn universe. In that faint radiation, the cosmic microwave background, lies a record of the moment when light first separated from matter. It happened 3,800,000 years after the Big Bang, when the universe cooled enough for atoms to form and photons to travel freely. That light still surrounds us, stretched by time into microwaves, invisible yet everywhere. If you could hear it, it would sound like a hush, a constant, gentle noise filling all of existence. It is the sound of creation's afterglow, still echoing after nearly 14 billion years. Somewhere in that hush is the memory of the horizon. There is a strange tenderness in the thought that we live inside an ancient photograph. Every direction we look reveals an older frame of time. The galaxies closest to us are young, vivid, full of light. Farther away, they fade into red shadows, older, slower, more distant. Beyond that, there are no galaxies at all, only faint patterns of heat left over from when everything was still plasma and fire. The farther you see, the younger the universe becomes. Vision itself is a time machine, and yet even that vision ends. Beyond the horizon, expansion outpaces light. Space grows faster than illumination can cross it. No signal, no memory, no photon can ever return from there. It is the one true boundary, not of distance, but of reach. The horizon is the edge of knowability, a soft border between light and forgetting. In the language of cosmology, the universe is still expanding. Every second, every galaxy drifts a little farther away, and as they move, their light is stretched, their wavelengths lengthened, their colors deepened into infrared, then radio, then silence. What we see today will someday fade beyond sight. There will come a time when even the nearest galaxies will no longer be visible, when future observers, if any remain, will see only darkness around them and believe themselves alone. But that will be an illusion. The light will not have disappeared. It will simply have crossed the horizon. It will have joined the memory field of the cosmos, a place beyond perception, but not beyond existence. The universe remembers everything, even what we forget. Perhaps that is what consciousness is meant to mirror. We too carry our own horizons, the limits of what we can recall, the borders of what we can feel. Our thoughts move like light, they appear, travel, fade, and merge into the unseen parts of ourselves. Memory is our personal cosmos, an expanding field of awareness and forgetting. And just as the universe does not lose what crosses its edge, neither do we. What slips beyond our conscious recall is not gone. It becomes part of our inner horizon, the quiet region that still shapes who we are, even when we no longer see it. You can rest now. At the physical edge of the observable cosmos, 46.5 billion light-years away, light from the earliest galaxies still drifts toward us. It left when the universe was only a few 100 million years old, carrying the glow of the first stars, massive, blue, short-lived. Those stars have long since burned out, their ashes scattered into new generations of worlds. But their light remains stretched thin, across time, still arriving, still whispering. Every telescope we build is a kind of time listener, collecting these whispers and turning them into sight. To gaze at the horizon is to touch the very first breath of illumination, the moment when darkness realized it could shine. Even now, photons from the dawn of time are falling through your atmosphere, invisible but real. Each one a traveler older than the earth. each one a thread in the tapestry of your night sky. It's okay to drift, and as the night deepens, the science becomes poetry. For every particle of light we catch, there are infinitely more we never will. But absence too has a kind of glow. The unseen gives depth to what we can see. Just as silence shapes sound or sleep gives meaning to waking, the horizon teaches that knowing is not the same as seeing. It reminds us that truth can exist beyond reach, and that beauty often lives in what is hidden. The galaxies we cannot observe are still there, moving in patterns we'll never chart, filled with stars that will never send their light to us, but their gravity still touches ours. Their existence bends the structure of the whole. They are part of the total story, the invisible verses of the cosmic song. The deeper you rest, the more that horizon begins to feel familiar. It is the same boundary you cross when you fall asleep, the threshold between awareness and the vast dark beyond thought. In both realms, what lies beyond is not void but continuation. Dreaming like light is simply another way of traveling, and as your breathing slows, the edges of the world soften. You begin to feel the pull of that infinite horizon, gentle, low, forgiving. The body cools. The mind drifts. You cross quietly into the space beyond sight. You are safe here. You are part of the field of light. Even when you sleep, your atoms remember. They hum with the same cosmic rhythm that began at the birth of time. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon in your breath, all forged in stars that died long ago. You are literally made of the horizon's memory. You are the continuation of its light. In every heartbeat, in every cell, the story continues. The universe expands a little farther. Another photon begins its journey. Another moment finds its glow. Somewhere, light still travels. Somewhere, the universe breathes through you. Somewhere, eternity becomes the shape of your rest. You are home. You can rest now.